Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about some tasks and some tips for new fathers so they can help a bit when the newborn is home. And in the end of this video you'll have all the information to be a super dad and a super husband. So see it until the end. If you are new to my channel is about wedding planning, motherhood, for example, baby products reviews, lifestyle, and living in a foreign country. So if these topics interest you, don't forget to subscribe. I'm not saying that men don't help, I'm very far from that, but it's a very new situation and can get very overwhelming. And I think I can say that for 90% of the couples, the woman usually learns things faster, even if she doesn't know anything, even if it's the first child. So these are some tips specifically for the men, so they can help the baby and the mother faster. You know, after the birth, there is a bunch of different needs that were not there before, and for two different persons, because before it was just a woman and now you have the baby also. So I know that the men want to help as much as they can. So these are some tips and recommendations for you men to feel more helpful. Let's start. The first part is about the baby, the second part about the mom, and the last part about the house. Because these are the most important 3 points, so everything goes smoothly. So let's start by the baby. You know, if your wife is breastfeeding, then of course she's the only one that can do that. Only of course if you pump milk out and then you can use the bottle to feed your baby as a father. But there are many other things that you could do besides feeding him. You can change the diapers, you can burp your baby after breastfeeding or even give the bottle if that's the case. You can give a bath and you can even play with the baby. Not in the beginning because they are not aware of these things, but or do other things. Just get informed about what should be the development of the baby through the weeks, the first weeks or the first months, and just try to understand what you could do with him or her. Okay, now let's talk about the mother. Yeah, that's true, we get very emotional, could be, some maybe not. Also, we have a lot to do. We have the same things than before, and then we have the baby that needs like, I don't know, 80-90% of our time, you know, it's a lot. And maybe we are tired, we answer to you in a bad mood, we feel very different. It's a changing life deal, having a baby for the first time. I guess for the second maybe it's easier. I don't know, I don't have that experience yet. Okay, so make sure she's comfortable while she's breastfeeding. I don't know what the other mothers need, but I need a pillow, I need water, I need the pacifier, I need a towel in case it spits out milk. I need also usually my cell phone. In the beginning not, because in the beginning I just want to look at him, maybe for the first month or the first 2 months. Other two very important things is that don't forget your wife, if she is breastfeeding the whole time, if your baby is not getting any other way of eating things, she is still drinking and eating for two. So she needs a lot of water or other drinks, tea, whatever. And she needs to eat. Don't forget that she needs enough food so she can produce enough milk for your baby. The last thing about the women is that their whole life changed. They lost a little bit their identity. This can make you feel like not yourself. So give her value. Tell her how good she is doing as a mother. Tell her how much you love her. She will just need these inputs for her mental health. This is also important to talk about. And all these will avoid postpartum depression. It happens much more often than people think. So every 10 to 15% of women that give birth get this postpartum depression. It means that in 10 women that gave birth, 1 or 1.5 have depression. Maybe you are not aware of this because this is not a topic that everybody wants to talk about, but I'm sure you know more than 10 women that gave birth. So can you imagine that one of them got postpartum depression? Yeah, just take care of that. So the mental health of your wife and of the whole family is balanced. Now let's go to the third topic. This is very depending on what you did already before the baby came at home. But you know, there are some things that need to be done, like the house needs to be clean. Yeah, maybe even better than before because now you have a newborn at home. The other thing is that it should be always a meal. I don't know if this is a tip that just German midwives give, but my midwife said that it should be a cooked meal because it avoids the baby to have a stomach pain. And this is more work. If your wife or girlfriend doesn't have time to cook, be sure that you have this time because it's really important to have a cooked meal. The other thing is to take care of the laundry, especially if you have a baby that spits up the milk all the time. You will have a huge amount of laundry that you're not used to deal with before, and your wife or girlfriend will have less time to take care of the laundry. So yeah, it would be helpful if you will help with that also. I'm not saying that you have to do everything. You don't have to cook like lunch and dinner every day. You don't have to do the laundry all the time. It's just that it would be nice if this type of work is divided, or even if you do a little bit more than she does because she has other things to do. The last thing about the house is to go grocery shopping. Yeah, especially in the beginning, maybe the first month. It's very hard to go out with a newborn, you know. You have to take a bunch of stuff. To put the baby in the car is not easy. To park the car sometimes is so near another car that it's not easy to take the baby out. Now I have an extra note for women because I am sure other women are also watching this and not only men. And the first thing is give value to your husband. I am sure is doing his best to take care of you and the baby, so give him value for that, because before it was just you two and now you have a third person that is taking a lot of your time, and it could be that he thinks he's not that important for you anymore. And I guess this is totally normal for them to feel like this because you spend much more time with this third person in your life, but he needs to know from you that it's not that you don't want to spend time with him anymore. It's just that you have another person that has much more needs, and you need to spend time with this other person, the baby. He's also under pressure about how to do things and how to do the best so you and your baby are well taken care of. And now these are two things that are specifically directly for women, so they take care, because men usually are like this. It's like, don't give him many tasks to do at the same time, just one. Because usually men, they focus on the thing they are doing at the time and they cannot think about the others. Yeah, so just take care of that. So the other thing is that you should be very objective when you talk to him, because he cannot guess what you're thinking about. He cannot guess your feelings. So just be very objective. It's not easy. I'm not doing that all the time, I know. But I try my best to, and I guess when I do that, everything flows a little bit better. The other thing is that we have our own way to do things. I don't know, diaper changing, or we are faster dressing the baby or undressing, whatever. Just let him do the way he does it. Just if he's doing like a huge mistake, you can tell him. But if not, don't tell him, because the next time he will say, yeah, you do better than me, so do it yourself. And that's not the objective. The objective is to divide tasks. So if you want him to change the diapers and he takes, I don't know, 5 minutes more than you do usually, just let him take his time. Or if he puts the diaper a little bit differently than you do, yeah, just let him do his own way. Because if you're always telling him, oh, it's not like this, you should do it like this, then he will take it as I'm incompetent, and he will not do it again. and that's not what we want here. To give him also time to relax. You know, I don't know your specifically situation, but I'm at home and my husband is working. So when he comes from work, he was working the whole day. So he also needs time to relax. And in the beginning, I was a bit expecting when he comes home is my time to relax. But it happens. But I also need to give him some time to relax. I don't know, to watch the football of his favorite team. Not every football game, because that's not possible. Of his favorite team is not a problem, and I guess he can do it. Maybe it's just once a week. Also, he likes to watch these programs, I don't know, The Voice of Germany, he loves it. So, okay, there's also a time he can watch it, relax, and this is his relax time. And then afterwards, maybe he could take care of the baby and I do my relax time. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you liked this video and maybe you agree with some points, maybe you disagree with others. Don't forget, please, to comment down. I would love to see your opinions and to answer to them. Maybe you have even some extra tips. Don't forget to tell me on the comments down below. I will take them for sure. I have an Instagram, Facebook and Pinterest account. Follow me there, and if you like this video, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Bye!